Okay, so these hives behind me, I'm going to do a check today. I haven't done a thorough check in a few weeks. I'm going to check for honey supers, check to make sure queens are laying, and go from there. There are some splits amongst them, but they should all have queens by now. I know there were some swarms, but it's been 3 weeks, so we'll see. Alright, we'll see what's going on. Alright, starting out I have a wild scout bee, not the best sign. So we'll see how it goes. This one might have been one of the ones that swarmed. Alright, so this honey box has nothing in it. I'm getting the scout bees all over me. Alright, let's see. Well, they made quite a bit of noise, which is not necessarily a good sign for queenlessness. Sometimes when you spray them with smoke, they're just chill. This one made a little bit of noise. So I got honey all up in here. Oh, now see, here is a catch queen cell. So it is one that swarmed. It does not need more space. I'm just gonna, I don't know. Let's see, I gotta go back. When it's still possible that I wouldn't see any laying eggs, so I'm gonna leave it. So she might be out on a mating flight still, or whatever. Hopefully she makes it back okay. We'll check it next week. Very good. Good enough. Okay. But he's buzzing me and not stinging me, so we'll see. Alright, we got him working the honey super. So they're all up in here. There's 2 honey supers on here. This is going to be the full one up here. Unless they robbed it out when they swarmed. This one swarmed. So we'll see. Well, it seems to have some weight, but not... it's about a quarter full. Let's see how this one's doing. Oh my goodness. They have some wonky comb going on. Yeah, that's weird. There's some drone brood up here. There's no queen excluder, so this might be brood nest. Clean it up some. I could. Eventually I'm going to have to get rid of this. I don't want to go into winter with mediums. Let's see if there's even... We'll see if they're laying in it or if they're adding honey in it. Alright, so this has lots of drones on the bottom. But this is all nectared up. So that's good. They're backfilling. I'm going to have to pull this off, clean up the drone brood, and maybe put down a queen excluder if it all looks good. Yeah, that one's pretty heavy. I'm going to actually switch those boxes. Alright, so clean up some of this drone brood so I can get the queen excluder on it. Got Still have that one bee bugging me. Let's see. Now, right here, I'm going to pull a frame from the middle. I hope that we got eggs and larvae. They do have it glued down between the boxes. I hate it when they do that. Oh my gosh. It's a terrible one. Here it comes up. Alright, yeah, see all that drone blue right on the bottom? They'll clean that up. So here, we have eggs. So that's all I need to see. So I get rid of this drone brood. Should do this over the other hive in case I drop the queen. Now they've got drone brood extraordinaire between the boxes, which is par for the course. There is a super procedure cell. They ain't got nothing on it. And so I'll put this one back in and let them clean it up from there. Alright, so that's good. Now I want to switch these out. Make sure. Now you know what? I'm going to leave it as is because this one's honey. And they probably won't pass the honey. They won't separate the brood nests like that, but if I switch it, they might start laying again in that honey super. This is full honey super. And this one, it's about a quarter full, maybe. But they are drawing it all out. So they're working it. It's working okay. This is a poorly built box because there's not any bee space above the box. Because I don't run inner covers. That kind of makes it funny for them. Yeah, I would slap down a queen excluder, but I don't have a bee escape board. Or not bee escape, but I use a, whatchamacallit, I use a, like a quilt box, or, not coming to me right now. Alright, that one's good. Lots of comb for the solar wax melter. All that drone brood that's in there, I just throw it in the solar wax melter and let it melt out. Alright, next one. Alright, so there we go on that. This one seems calm. It's got one honey super on it. They're not really drawing on it. I'm going to do some manipulations in that honey super, but I'll wait till I come back. I'll stagger them out because I have 4 drawn in the middle. And I'll checkerboard them. It does feel like it's got some honey in it. Let's see if we got a plain queen. I'm going to shoot them with some smoke just to measure. Alright, at least this one's not glued down like the last one. Alright, so I do see eggs and larvae stand in the sunlight. Here, I'll actually see if you can get an angle at this. So looking at it, we got eggs. Yeah, that's all I needed to see. Now we'll stagger that honey super. Make sure it's not brood. It always sucks when they're brooding up into the... Now this one I might shake down if it is brood. Let me pull out a frame from the side. And check the middle, make sure. Alright. So, this one is empty. This one's not. Let's make sure it's not brooded. Let's see. It's got some weight to it. Yep, it's all nectar. So I'll put that one on the end. Checkerboard. The next one, make sure it's all nectar. Yep. So they're making honey. That's good. Next one, a little bit of nectar. I'll have to pull this one from over here. I had some black foundation that I'm working through here. Now if this ends up not having any brood, I will I'll end up putting the queen excluder on, maybe. Actually, it's probably not necessary if it's... Alright, so... There's pollen up here. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is only set up with 9 frames. Usually I go 10 frames in there when I got brand new frames in there, so since it's already just 9, we'll just let it go. Although they're liable to take those ones and make them huge. Alright, oh, there is 10 frames, it's over here. Alright, well that's good anyway. So we'll scrunch these together. Throw this one in here. And let them continue to make honey. Some space in here. Alright. That's looking good. Now, let's see what we got. It's got a lot of supers in here. It's got 2 honey supers. This one has a slatted rack on the bottom, just because I had it. And they got the top glued down nicely. Give them a little smoke. So there are bees up top. There's honey up top, but there's going to be honey up top because I do under supering, so... Oh, I just got buzzed hard. And they're saying, get out of here! That was not as heavy as I would have liked. This one they're not working at all, which kind of sucks. Let's see how heavy it is. This one's actually got more weight than the other one. They have a queen excluder on here. This is queen excluder. Now one thing I find, if you go too fast with this queen excluder, they get riled up. So you really want to do the queen excluder nice and slow. Alright, so shake the bees off of it. I might get rid of that queen excluder. Alright, so I see some drone brood. I see a lot of honey up here. A lot of honey. Hopefully it's just on the top of the frames. But if it went queenless. It's always a possibility. Oh yeah. So there's a good brood. Let me check and see. Alright, all old brood in that one. And no larva or anything. So this might have been a... That's heavy, lots of nectar. I got some drone brood on bottom. Get rid of that drone brood. I see nothing yet. Oh my gosh. I really want to clean up between these boxes. I think I will. So if the queen went out and mated and got a new queen, she's going to start in the bottom box most likely. So this top box is going to be all honey. It'll weigh a ton. Oh my gosh, yeah, it weighs a ton. We'll have to clean that drone brood up big time. Alright, let me smoke this down a little bit. Got lots of drone brood. Let me see. Do I see any? I don't see any mites yet. Look at this drone brood. Lots and lots of drone brood. Now, if I leave that out too long, that'll attract wasps and yellow jackets and such. Oh, just dropped some drone brood in there. I'll clean it up. There's that. Let's see where we're at. Pull out this frame from the middle-ish. Alright, this is all laid out. Alright, let's pull out one or two more. Not doing a great job of cleaning out their dead. Bottom board looks clean now. Lots of pollen there. A little bit of drone brood. Let me check this in the light. Alright, so those are super polished. So they're ready for a queen. I don't see any hatched queen cells. Just let that one drop. The one drone brood was sitting on top, so I pulled apart the frames so it could drop. They're bringing in pollen. I see one with pollen walking around, so that might be a good sign. Alright, so in this one they're starting to backfill. Lots of pollen, almost like it's pollen dye. Although, if they swarm, they'll need all that pollen. Oh my gosh, a whole nother frame of pollen. And look at this frame of pollen. It is loaded top to bottom with pollen. Half tempted to just trade out some pollen frames. Although, the thing is, so I haven't seen any queen cells, hatched or unhatched. This is all pollen too. Yeah, you know what? I might get a couple of frames and remove a couple of frames of this pollen. checkerboarding these frames. Checker, checker, checker. I still got bees from the last one buzzing me. Crazy. Because they're queenless. Alright, so then a honey frame here. And then the opposite one on the next box has a blank frame. The blank frame here. So this is actually decently drawn out. Because they had a lot of honey. Still getting pestered. Alright. Top looks okay. They're drawn out. There's honey up top. It's all capped up here. Means it's gonna be heavy. Get my mussels ready. Yep, full box. And it's getting high. They're high. When they get high, they get a little harder to lift. Alright, this one looking pretty good. I got some frames on the end that haven't been touched. I can fix that though. Rotate these to the inside. They say. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll pull this frame out. I better smoke them. Lots of dead bees there. There we go. Alright, so pull this frame out. These plastic frames are sketchy. They like to break. I don't feel like replacing plastic frames today. So yeah, that's got some weight to it. One. Pull out another empty here. Alright guys. Get plastic one up top. I can get it up nicely. Ah, it just cracked on me. Dang it. We're going to have to leave that where it is. Dang it, plastic frames. Junk. That's a good one. Well, unfortunately that broken one sucks, but What are you gonna do? I'm not gonna check the bottom of this one. If they're requeening, they're requeening. They get a lot of bees in here. It doesn't look like this one. Okay, thanks for watching. This set of hives are from my Outyard, and they're looking okay except for the two that are queenless. The one had a hatched queen cell. The other one I didn't see any queen cells, and I'm just going to keep an eye on it. And next week I'm going to add a frame of eggs if there's no eggs in it. That's it.